We're recording now. Okay. Hello, everyone. Um, I am meteorologist Adam Harper here at the United Meteorological Association. We are watching all these storms. This is a forecast discussion for YouTube. I've already done it on TikTok. If you need to go watch that, go watch that. But here, if you don't have TikTok, this is a good idea to be watching this. Um, there is currently two tornado reported storms up in Kansas, but our main looking at right now is Oklahoma. The reason why is because we had a PDS issued from here, which means there was actually, I should say, a large, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground. What you just heard there was a potential warning just issued. Oh, we have another tornado warning. Okay, yeah, we also have two tornado warnings issued for this storm up here. That includes Commerce, and Welch and Blue Jacket. Oh, in Oklahoma. We are coming here recording for y'all is the reason why, because to give information about these storms in specific areas, because what we are supposed to be here for, we're here for the entire USA in following areas, such as Hawaii, Alaska, portions of Puerto Rico, anywhere that we can track with Doppler radars that's in the North American region. But anyway, we are looking at these storms in Oklahoma as of right now. We are mainly looking at this storm now because as of what the shape is, you could probably see some inflow start to build in to these storms. What we're expecting today is large hail, damaging winds, and possibly long track. I don't know for sure, but as of what the SPC and what models are suggesting, possibly a long track, dangerous, and life-threatening tornadoes could be possible today. The reason why I say that is because of this. Here is what we're looking at is something called the NATOcast. This is the 14 Zulu time forecast as of today, the 4th. This is an experimental models conducted by an organization called NATOcast. This will be available on X, aka Twitter. But anyway, let's go on with this real quick. So for out of regions, we could see in portions of our regional coverage area, you might see a lower tornado risk, such as a 2% or 3%, which is good. We don't want any tornadoes in our coverage area, in our local coverage area. Then into the red, that dark red, into yellow and brighter red, that is higher potential of seeing a brief spin up into a potential long track small tornado. What I mean by a long track small tornado, I mean by like drill bits of some sort, like EF2s or lower. But once we get into the purple and darker magenta, that's where it gets really severe. That is where we can see that potential tornado outbreak, mainly in eastern Oklahoma. That is where we'll get those long track, big time tornadoes and monster hail. I'm not trying to over exaggerate this, but this is the truth. here to be honest. We're not here to scare y'all. I have experience with this for a long time. I have been through storms like these. This is nothing new to me. Will be here with y'all for until these will end. But this is just going to be recording. If we have to go live, we will. We are mainly looking at the Oklahoma into into far western, into northern Arkansas and Missouri. If you're in any of those areas in the red, magenta, or dark magenta, or the pink, please, 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 if you're in any warning, I don't even care if it's just a small severe thunderstorm warning. Treat it like a tornado warning. If you're in an actual tornado warning, the likeliness of it becoming confirmed in a large, extremely dangerous tornado is pretty much maxed as of right now. So it's a good idea that you have your tornado preparedness plan on hand and ready once the time comes for major tornadoes and large hail, damaging winds, possibly up to 90. So treat this day like a high risk, such as like more, which it potentially could actually become a high risk if models succumb to what it is saying, and the SBC and the UMA and all that stuff gathers up and starts starts putting out those forecasts and put out more watches, because we have about 2 watches in effect currently. That chance for a PDS TOA, which is a tornado watch, or a PDS severe thunderstorm watch, will be most likely to happen today. So anyone in the area of eastern Oklahoma, or anywhere near the red into dark magenta, please, I am begging you to be severe weather aware today. This is not a joke of any sort. I don't want people to take full precaution of any of these storms that will hit. But we're going to go into our forecast models right now. So here's our future cast. We're going to put this in a loop. You can start to see how these storms started to develop, mainly into the afternoon, into tonight. This is currently the afternoon hours, but once it gets into the tonight hours, it will start to move. We're going to go to one of our other models, NAM West, I think. No, NAM East. And we're going to put this in a loop. You can start to see how after like the period of evening hours, it goes into the midnight hours. It will pretty much turn into a potential QLCS tornado potential that'll go into our coverage area and potentially bring us a bit of a severe weather threat, but not as bad as Oklahoma as of right now. But right now, into evening hours, we'll have to really watch on. But as far as I'm concerned, into the midnight, we won't have to we won't have to be superstitious of like nocturnal tornadoes, which is like night tornadoes pretty much. But as of right now, it's not going to really be doing too much. We're going to be going back to our radar, and look at that! Wow. Here's our mesh, which is the maximum hail prediction and tracks. This can really help us with like hail predicting and how large could the hail actually be, or possibly be. Let's actually go ahead and give y'all a weather 101. How to detect stuff on radar real quick. So up here, our favorite thing, reflectivity, most prettiest. This one is really helpful for detecting droplets in the atmosphere and reflective patterns, where it gets the name reflectivity, or BR, base reflectivity. This other one called base velocity, a really helpful one. helps detect like where the water droplets are falling and how fast, and if there's any type of rotation, it will detect it. And there's also two types of